we have Gabrielle Eiler, whose memory with OCHS being part of the cheerleading team all 4 years, especially making it to the championship this year. Responsible for setting this up. Personally, I think it's a wonderful idea. A lot of dresses getting put to some good use. Joey D'Amico, whose memory is meeting new friends and teachers that I got to make memories with, as well as learn new skills. Next we have up is Jack Baker. Looks like he's wearing the official OCHS graduate mask. Whose favorite memory is sports. Next we have up is Cameron Carr, whose memory is being part of the track and field team for the last 4 years, with making lifelong friends and memories. Every moment spent with my friend group inside and outside the school walls. Next up we have Zoe Gross, part of the Model United Nations with Mr. Weaver and all her friends, and she made it over the years. Luisa Esposito, whose favorite memory was going on the choir Universal Studios Orlando trip last year with her best friends. Next we have Cameron DeTroya, whose proudest moment is when he became varsity in cross country and competed.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Isabella Johnson, whose favorite memory is dancing and playing games till 4 a.m. at the after prom. We had a most courageous student. She's my choice. Next up, we have Jay Barrett, who will miss spending her study halls in the library, doing displays, playing dad in the cafeteria, visiting teachers who made my OCHS experience incredible. Getting my first school idea with Jay on it was pretty great too. Next up, we have Theodore Grimley, whose memory is playing lacrosse for Coach Latour and OC Laps. Next up, we have Dottie Argo, whose favorite high school memory is working on the current OC with Mr. Wielden and all his closest friends. Next we have Sam Burns, whose memory is dominating in paper dodgeball back in Mr. McNally's freshman geometry class. Next up we have Tanner Driscoll, whose funniest memory at OCHS was preparing and then hosting the showing of Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the auditorium. Watching a great movie among friends and classmates was an unforgettable experience. At Shane Reno, whose favorite memory was lunch on the bleachers all 4 years at OCHS. A lot of fun memories. We have Lainey Guido, whose favorite memory is senior year Raider Nation. Next up, you're not seeing double, but you're getting Marissa Guido, whose favorite moments were homecoming.
Am I? Oh.
That's right, yep. You're good.
Want me to start? Alright, hold on. Are they gonna let you guys pause together? Get in the car. Oh, wait, I don't even have to fun. I got a nice
Next
reader
up, we have Eric Ibarra, whose fondest memories are the football game. Next up, we have Kayla Atia, whose favorite memory is performing in the homecoming pep rally every year. Next up, we have Joshua Barnes.
Thank you,
His
sir.
favorite memory is introducing SEC Chairman Jay Clayton at his annual OCHS Markets discussion. Next up, we have Margot Gray, whose fondest memory at OCHS is the history trip to Philly and Pi Day. Next up, we have Ashley Devlin, whose favorite memory is being a team leader at freshman field day. Next up, we have Abigail Bennett, whose favorite memory, and you can see why we had such a great freshman team building day, is being a team leader at freshman field day. Next up, we have Jenna Daw, whose favorite memory is joining Color Guard sophomore year, meeting some of her closest friends, becoming captain, and never missing a Red Raiders football game. We have Rebecca Brandenburg. Favorite memories are the bus rides to and from the football games. Next up, we have Abigail Gray. His favorite memory is winning 2 playoff games in softball her junior year. We have Eve Chiarello, whose favorite memory is going to the beach with her friends after finals. Next up, we have Reagan Handley, whose favorite memory was trip to Disney with the OC cross country team. What an adventure.
You want to take a picture?
Next up, we have Nicole Capolina, whose favorite memory is the junior prom. Next up, we have Grace Burke, whose favorite memory was all of the moments spent with her best friends and making it to states with their 4x400 squad in track. Next up, we have Frank Beatty III, whose favorite memory is the lunch table. Next up, we have Jack Bogart, whose favorite memory is building the Addams Family house in stage crew. Next up, we have Jenna Clark, whose favorite memory was getting to hang out with her dad every day at school, even when he didn't want her to. Next up, we have David Caracciolo. His greatest memory is being part of the Best Buddies and the OCHS wrestling team. How much fun he had and how well he was treated by his teammates, coaches, other students, and teachers. Thank you all. Next up, we have Katie Casaboon, whose best memory in OCHS was making jokes and memories at the lunch table with her friends. Next up, we have Maggie Corcoran, whose fondest memory of OCHS was all the time spent in color guard and drama guild. Next up, we have Keely DeMarco, whose favorite memory was making new friends and reconnecting with old friends. Next up, we have Joseph Ardelian, whose fondest memory is the swim team. Up next, we have Liam Devlin Millar, and maybe one of the best outfits of the day, whose fondest memory is the JSA Winter Congress 2020 in Washington, D.C. Next up, we have Sophia Jeanette, whose favorite memory is taking a group of buddies from the Best Buddies to the prom. Had an amazing night, dancing, taking silly selfies, and making great memories. Next up, we have Mary Grace Jamison, whose fondest memory of OCHS is founding the Promise Parlor and starting the first ever Ocean City dance team.
Mr. Nahan!
Next up, we have Kylie Colmer, who along with Miss Jamison was the first to start the dance team at OCHS. Prettyman, whose fondest memory is playing field hockey the past 4 years, winning states and a South Jersey Group 3 state championship. Next up, we have Haley Petrowitz, whose memories are football games, homecomings, performing in the plays and musicals, lunchtime hangouts with all her girls. Next up, we have Shane Kirby, whose fondest memories at OCHS are hanging out with his friends in marching band, backstage for Drama Guild, and the ASL Productions, and of course, lunchtime. We have Alyssa Zimmerman, whose fondest memory is cooking with the French Club. Next up, we have Connor Younghans, whose memory is being able to go to school and see his friends every day. Next up, we have Grace Brochard, whose favorite memory is TV media, her and OC, morning rides with their best friends, and of course, the fun. Next up, we have Megan Kelly, whose best memory is all the people she met that makes her who she is. From this year, specifically including the scare to Mr. Bruno, which I did not enjoy, laughing with Mrs. Wilscroft and her morning drive. Next up, we have Jacob Savino, whose fondest memory is going on different field trips with his classmates. Next up, we have Marina Llanos, whose fondest memory was meeting all her best friends and having the chance to laugh with them during lunch. Next up, we have Grace Sando, whose favorite memory was loved going to the after prom in 2019 with her friends. She enjoyed all the activities, the decorations, and the prize ceremony. Next up, we have Kai Tripashin, whose favorite memory is he will always look back fondly on all those opportunities that he's had to connect with his favorite teachers, especially during the lunch, and all their meetings, after school study sessions, and all his casual conversations. Next up, we have Alex Town, whose favorite memory was performing with the marching band every Friday night before the football games, hanging out with his friends after. Next up, we have Callie Nyman, whose favorite memory is cheer and hanging out with her best friends, the girls. Next up, we have Victoria Robertson. One of her many favorite memories is performing in the school's musicals. I love everyone I've met through the Drama Guild and believe our hard work truly pays off. Next up, we have Noam Levy-Smith, whose fondest memory is winning the St. Augustine versus Ocean City High School lacrosse game in an overtime win. Next up, we have Cole Lewis, whose favorite memory is hanging out with Nurse Jill. Next up, we have Ashley Mathers, whose fondest memory was being at senior night for cheerleading. She loved being part of the Raider team and all the memories that came with it. I'm sure this is artificial. Whose fondest OCHS memory was the cross-country Disney trip in 2019. I wouldn't have had nearly as much fun without all all his teammates. Best time of his life. Next up, we have Kylie Pettit, whose favorite memories at OCHS were going to prom, class council meetings, and performing with the dance team. Next up, we have McKenna Fuller, whose favorite memories are sad and peer-to-peer clubs field trips with Mrs. Cathcart. Next up, we have Lauren Haro, whose fondest memory of OCHS is attending the junior prom and the after prom. Next up, we have Emma Rodriguez, whose favorite memory is the Model UN and JSA conferences. Next up, we have Joe Marcello, whose best memory was spring track. Next up, we have David Simpson, whose fondest memory of OCHS was his first football game. The atmosphere with the students and the team and getting a win made it a great time. Next up, the one and only Mac Young, whose favorite memory is balling out in junior year dodgeball with all his friends. Next up, we have Louis Williams. His fondest memory is wrestling for the past 4 years. Next up, we have Taylor Wade, whose fondest memory are the current OC and being with all her friends. Next up, we have James Bishop. And who to think? His favorite memory was woodshop. Mr. Nichols be proud. Next up, we have Julian Lechner, whose fondest memory, bring a little tear to my eye, is being in Mr. Bruno's class. Brooke Powell, whose fondest memory is winning the Powder Puff football game. Next up, we have Bryn Bowman, whose fondest memory, along with Brooke, was winning the Powder Puff football game. All right, next up, we have Katie Weldon. Fondest memory is having lunch with all her best friends. Next up, we have Caitlin Seeger, whose best OCH memory was Pi Day and spending it with her best friend. Next up, we have Sean Walsh. In all his time at OCHS, his favorite memory is probably when I told my English class about my family's Christmas traditions. It was really nice to see the class so amused by my silly stories. Next up, Jared JJ Warrington. His proudest moments might be today. Freshman field day. It was great to create a strong bond with the upper and lower classmen, uniting the school as a whole. How sweet. And eating lunch with his friends. Who would have thought lunch meant so much? Next up, we have Bella Pagan. His favorite memory was swim season. And of course, eating lunch with her friends. Next up is Micah Wade, whose fondest memory was this year's Mr. OCHS contest. Next up, we have Serena Lynn, whose fondest memory, and a good memory for me, was being able to host the Mr. OCHS 2019. Wonderful host. Next up, we have Andrea Posner, whose favorite memory was being a part of OCHS's classic dance team. Next up, we have Isabel Martinez. Her fondest memory is being a part of the girls' soccer team, as in state championship soccer team.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we have Dana Luciano, whose favorite memory is doing the shows with the Drama Guild. Let's hear it for Chloe Mount. Her fondest memories are surf back, last year's prom, and OC's Got Talent. Favorite memory was winning South Jersey Field Hockey Championship her junior year. Next up, we have Carl Hayden Smallwood. Not only a pleasure to have in class, but nice to say that he was able, one of his fondest memories was being able to transfer to OCHS for his senior year. All right, next up, we have Hallie Perry, whose fondest memory was performing and rehearsing, another tear to my eye, The Wizard of Oz, with the Drama Guild and eating lunch in the choir room. Quite a performance. Next up, we have Elizabeth Wilson. Her favorite OCH memory was when dance class went to New York City to take classes and to see a Broadway show. Next up, we have Molly Reardon, whose fondest memory at OCHS was getting to play field hockey and lacrosse, where she made some of her best friends. Next up, we have Delaney Lappin, whose best memory at OCHS would be winning the state championship her senior year for the girls' soccer team. Next up, we have Katie Mazzatelli, whose favorite memory was making friends that will last a lifetime and winning the state championship in soccer. Next up, we have Jenna Mason. Her favorite memory was her senior year cross-country season. Next up, we have Haley Stanks. His fondest memory was homecoming 2019. It was her third and final year of planning the dance with City Council, and so proud of how great it looked and how successful it was. I can attest to it. Next up, we have Becca Millar, whose favorite memory was Ocean City High School cross-country trip to Disney. Sure, it's a great story to tell. Holly McGonigal. Some of her favorite memories at OCHS were football and basketball games, homecoming, prom last year, and meeting my best friends that I know will last her a lifetime. We have Bridget O'Kane, whose favorite memory is lunch with all her friends. We do have some good lunches. Next up, we have Martina Satera, whose fondest memories are Raider Nation and Prom 2019. Next up, we have Amara Malloy, whose fondest memories are Raider Nation and her lunch table. Mumman, whose fondest memory is being part of Raider Nation. Next up, we have Ava Ritzall, whose favorite memories are the football games. One of my fondest memories is having her as a student. Next up, we have Mary Lotek, whose memories include running Raider Nation and beating Mainland. Can't go wrong with that one, man. Next up, we have Aiden Reed, whose fondest memory was scoring the game-winning goal as a senior against Mainland. Again, not a fan. Sophia Mailer, who loves seeing her teachers. They've inspired her to pursue a degree in education. She will always cherish the memories she made with all her friends. They will always hold a special place in her heart. That's it.